The week started genuinely superb as the provincial government of Misamis Oriental continues the burning desire and commitment to serve its people. On Monday, April 11, 2022, the face-to-face flag-raising ceremony of the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, led by the Provincial Library Office, became successful. During the event, the Provincial Library Office, through the leadership of Ms. Rochelle Pahara, presented their numerous accomplishments, which included the different services they have rendered and the various awards that they have received throughout the years. During the African Swine Fever or ASF weekly update, Provincial Veterinary Office or ProVet head Dr. Benjamin Resma reported that the province of Misamis Oriental has no reported ASF case or any cases under investigation within the last 2 weeks. Dr. Resma also reported the livelihood project initiated by the provincial government of Misamis Oriental for all farmers who were greatly affected by African swine fever, that up to date, the egg production has reached to 622,492 eggs, which amounted to 5,442,453 pesos and 15 cents in total sales. Also, for the avian influenza or bird flu, Dr. Resma explained that the province of Misamis Oriental is doing its best to ensure that the bird flu will not be able to get in the province of Misamis Oriental. With this, a new Executive Order number 007-2024 was released, which allows only cooked, processed poultry and poultry byproducts to be transported to the province of Misamis Oriental. Meanwhile, during the COVID-19 update presented by the designated disease surveillance officer Mr. Aldo C. Obenza, Misamis Oriental only recorded 9 cases from April 4 to 10, 2022, with only 11 active cases. Also, Mr. Obenza announced that the current alert level of the province of Misamis Oriental has been reduced by the Interagency Task Force of the Philippines to Alert Level 1 from April 9 to April 15, 2022. On the same day, a ceremonial turnover took place where 35 units of handheld radios and 5 safety vests were turned over to Barangay Malanang Upol and the municipality of Lugait. These gadgets will be used by civilian volunteers organizations or CVOs of both municipalities to have proper coordination in maintaining peace and order, especially in some areas that are very distant from each other. The 5 units of the said radios were received by Punong Barangay Honorable Nilda Zafra from Barangay Malanang Upol.
Magkatabang kini tungod sa communication kung adunay mga problema nga dali rami mag-contact or dali sad mi mag-responde kung unsa man gani mga problema sa among mga constituents.
Meanwhile, the 30 units of handheld radios and 5 safety vests were received by Ms. Jeanette Densing, the Municipal Civilian Volunteers Organization or CVO Federated President of the Municipality of Lugait, Misamis Oriental.
Kining radyo nga among nadawat, dako kayo kinig tabang ilabi na sa amo ang peace and order sa Lugait. Kay mga lagyo ang lugar, voluntaryo ra ang CBO sa Lugait. Pero ang CBO sa Lugait, 1,500 ka member. Ngunang gamit kaayo kay magabii ang ilahang duty. So nagpasalamat ako tungod niini, dugang kini nga makatabang kanamo.
On the other hand, the newly renovated Provincial Training Center had its blessing, which was led by Father Juliano Retiques, SSJV. The renovation included repairs of the ceiling, loose tiles and doors, repainting of ceilings, walls and doors, and installation of kitchen overhead cabinet. Moreover, personnel of the Office of the Provincial Management Information Office or PMIS set up a network cable that would connect the Provincial Cooperative's offline biometric machine to the router located at the Provincial Population Office. As such, the PMIS personnel also configured the newly installed biometric machine with Wi-Fi function of the Provincial Population Office. The purpose of the activity is to connect the online biometric machines to the network, which will allow PMIS personnel to remotely administer the biometric machines. The said activity is also vital for the immediate downloading of the attendance data instead of the accustomed manual downloading that caused a little delay in the processing of the employees' daily time logs. Also, the Provincial Veterinary Office successfully conducted a market facilitation of duck eggs, monitoring of duck layer farms, delivery of duck feeds, and payment to African swine fever affected farmers beneficiary of Duck Livelihood Project at El Salvador City and the municipalities of Opol, Libertad, Initao, and Mantico, Misamis Oriental. Furthermore, the Provincial Health Office continued to give out free vaccination against human papillomavirus or HPV, which is the main cause of cervical cancer to women. The present governor of the province, together with Miss Intercontinental Cindy Ubinieta, whose advocacy is cervical cancer awareness and prevention, showed their support to women aged 9 to 50 years old who were vaccinated that day. A total of 226 women were successfully vaccinated from different sectors such as employees, students, mothers, and teenagers. Truly, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental never fails to continue to give out the best and quality services to every Misamisnon. Jassy Andaliasa, PIO.
On Tuesday, April 12, 2022, the Provincial Health Office of Misamis Oriental, headed by Dr. Jerry Kalingasan, conducted an inoculation for COVID-19 vaccines at the Misamis Oriental Provincial Jail. These individuals mostly include the inmates or the persons deprived of liberties and some MOPJ personnel. More than 250 individuals received these vaccines and booster shots, which include the following: 165 individuals received their Pfizer booster shots, 81 individuals also received their AstraZeneca booster shots, and 26 individuals received their first dose for Janssen vaccine. On the other hand, 8 individuals received their second doses for COVID-19 vaccines, with 1 for AstraZeneca, 2 for Sinovac, and 5 for Pfizer. It is also the provincial government's priority in making sure that the inmates would feel the same love and care that every Misamisnon can feel, especially in providing for their needs and rights. Additionally, on Tuesday, the personnel of the Provincial Veterinary Office, through the supervision of Dr. Benjamin Resma, facilitated the marketing of ready-to-lay ducks and RTL growers in the municipality of Balingasag. This initiative of the PGMO continues to give hope to the farmers in the province amid the crisis situation today. In another story, being the primary advocate of early education in the province, the Provincial ECCD office ensures that the services for children in the province have been continuously provided despite the pandemic. On this day, PECCD successfully distributed modified session plan guides for the child development workers in the municipalities of Lugait, Manticaw, Naawan, Initaw, Libertad, Hitagom, Lagindingan, Alubihid, and El Salvador City for the fourth quarter of school year 2021 to 2022. A total of 209 session plan guides had been distributed to the said city and municipalities. This guide contains suggested activities that will help develop child's cognitive, gross motor, fine motor, self-help, receptive language, expressive language, and socio-emotional skills. The said municipalities and city also received a copy of the ECCD Guidebook on Inclusion entitled Guidebook for ECCD Service Providers and Parents Managing 0 to 4-year-old Children with Developmental Delays and Disabilities in Early Learning Programs. This guidebook is created by the ECCD Council to promote inclusive early childhood education and learning opportunities for 0 to 4-year-old children with or at risk for disabilities. Provide support to ECCD service providers in their crucial role in implementing early learning programs for children with or at risk for disabilities, and encourage participation of parents in the implementation of intervention activities for their children. Also on Tuesday, with the release of the result of the 2020-2021 bar examination from the Supreme Court of the Philippines, 4 employees of the provincial capital of Misamis Oriental successfully passed the bar held last February 4 and 6, 2022 from 29 testing sites located in 22 local government units. Out of 11,402 who took the bar, 8,241 new successful lawyers passed the exam, or 72.28%. 4 of these passers are current and former employees of the provincial government of Misamis Oriental. Both Attorney Ramon Arturo Ramos Pacalioga III and Attorney Nanette Candole Vistal are current employees of the Provincial Administrator's Office, while Attorney Donna Maris Velasco Magdayaw is a current employee of the Provincial Legal Office, and Attorney Mary Claire Obera Bachilena is a former employee of the Provincial Legal Office. The provincial government of Misamis Oriental would like to extend its warmest congratulations to all bar exam passers, especially to the 4 present and former capital employees, for exemplifying the Misamisnons spirit of perseverance and hard work. Danny Vertedazo of Shama Jr., PIO.
On Wednesday, April 13, 2022, for a legacy to be made, it takes utmost diligence and assured empowerment from leaders for their constituents' welfare and the greater good. As such, the farmers' market in the provincial capital is made possible through the eager and active leadership of Provincial Agriculture Office or PAGRO for the farmers around the province's uplifting of lives and gradual increase in their income generation capability. With this initiative by the provincial government of Misamis Oriental, founded with a visionary goal, the sales for a two-day exhibit covering Tuesday and Wednesday reached a total of 27,595 pesos, with the 5 farmers or exhibitors who had their displays of variant produce, so with the organic and processed goods. The agriculture sector here in the province of Misamis Oriental abundantly comes to fruition that made Misamisnons share the harvest of ample provision of a healthy standard on foods for the consumers and the community. Additionally, on Wednesday, the Provincial Veterinary Office fruitfully facilitated the pick-up and delivery of ready-to-lay ducks in the municipality of Ukul, benefiting farmers in need of livelihood assistance. The zeal in implementing such a program has been persistent for the said office under Dr. Benjamin Resma's headship, for this meant impacting the locals' mind-setting and excellently engaging to economic ventures. Moreover, Provet Misor continuously gauge on the monitoring of the presence of African swine fever or ASF among the backyard hogs around the province, of which in partnership with the City Veterinary Office of El Salvador City, the said office visited the barangays of Sambulawan and Amoros for the collection of blood samples for PCR testing along with the provision of vitamins, dewormers, and disinfectants. The event's cause points out the unified effort in reviving the local hog industry in Misamis Oriental. In another story from Misamis Oriental Provincial Library's given update, significantly in partnership with the Cagayan de Oro City Public Library, they successfully facilitated a collaborative project under the Network Emerging Filipino Library Innovators or NEFLI, a program for public librarians in the country, implemented by the National Library of the Philippines Public Libraries Division or PLD. The project was first conducted in Sitio Pamalihi, Barangay Pagatpat, Cagayan de Oro City, together with Mr. Philip Vallar as the Barangay Reading Center in charge, and in Barangay Umagos, Lagunglong, Misamis Oriental as well, with the presence of the Municipal Library in charge, Mr. Florante Castile. Through the Provincial Librarian Ms. Richelle Pahara, gratitude overflowed to all the local chief executives who supported the said project, so also the municipal beneficiaries who all thank the current administration for its unending sustenance in all the library activities. Regina Moratinel Maygay, PIO. For the consolidated report last week, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental joined the observance of the Holy Week, provided with an advisory which orders that amidst the Alert Level 1 status of the province with regards to COVID-19 response until April 15, 2022, the good governor strictly implemented the observance of the minimum public health standards that include the wearing of face masks, checking of body temperature, setting of hand washing stations, and maintaining of social distancing in all areas or activities where there is an assembly or gathering of people like in churches, pilgrimage sites, processions, among others. This has been done for the continuous maintenance and the assurance of the decrease of COVID-19 cases in the province after a long weekend due to holidays. Moreover, Misamis Oriental's representative Ms. Annabel May McDonald earned a special award on her journey to vie for the crown of Miss Universe Philippines 2022. She was hailed after being part of the top 32 finalists as the front row multi-level beauty during the held #Uniquely Beautiful Reveal show at Grand Ballroom of Hilton, Manila on Saturday, April 9, 2022. Due to said recognition, adds honor and pride to the whole province, of which the Misamisnons were of great joy and excitement, especially that the coronation is getting nearer and the provincial government is looking forward to the victory and triumph of the province's bet. In addition, the Provincial Health Office continuously distributed vaccines allocated for local government units, which comprise a Pfizer vaccine intended for 5 to 11 years old, which summed up to 1,110 doses, while for 12 years old and above, 858 doses, for Sinovac, 232 doses, AstraZeneca, 7,000 doses, Moderna, 200 doses, and Johnson, 5,375 doses. For the COVID-19 surveillance team, the said office conducted a routine swab for 29 individuals on April 11, while 21 were swabbed last April 12. Also, the PHO clinic attended to 30 patients, 1 for medical clearance, and 29 for other reasons seeking medical consult, and did the screening for booster shot and first dose at Misamis Oriental Provincial Jail on April 11 to 12 with a total of 288 inmates. Alongside, a total of 52 patients were accommodated by the Animal Bite Treatment Center, and for the mental or drug-induced psychosis program, 28 patients were served with 1 recorded new case under the mental health service. This has been the topmost priority of Governor of the province to continually provide healthcare services for its constituents while doubling its efforts in vaccination rollout to obtain the herd immunity for better living and achieve a COVID-19-free province in the near future. Furthermore, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office conducted a series of turnover of assistance which composed of sacks of rice given to individuals in crisis situation at Adobihid, El Salvador City, and Libertad, where each LGU received 10 sacks of rice on April 11, 2022. While on April 13, the said office also turned over 30 food packs to individuals or families affected by flash floods due to Bagyong Agaton. This only proves that the present administration has the eagerness and willingness to aid families affected by different situations, and that the people can cling its hope to the provincial government that is always there to help the needy, reflecting the governor's famous line, "Kung taga-miss or ka, secure ka." Jane Salimbao, PIO.